The 1,000-kilometer race has a long history. Like in the 80 years, I think I won the last year in 84, together with Nelson Piquet. It attracted hundreds of thousands of people and has been one of the most legendary sports car races in the world. So, and bringing it back to the German public, Germany is for me the country of the most sophisticated automakers. To bring this championship here, to show the people what this championship can do, it's fantastic, and I'm very happy we are back. And let's hope we make the legend living back again.
The 6 hours of Nurburgring begins now.
Previously in the WEC.
So after the long break, let's have a season update. It was a superb start to the season for the Audi number 7 drivers who are leading the points after 2 wins at Silverstone and Spa and a podium in Le Mans.
The season started well with 2 very exciting races in Silverstone and in Spa. We lost out in Le Mans, still the podium was okay, but we definitely want to continue the season on a high. Obviously being the leaders in the championship, it motivates you to achieve the final target of winning the World Championship.
Porsche, due to their record-breaking 17th win at Le Mans, are leading in the manufacturers' standings and are now running 2 cars for the rest of the season.
You know, we didn't expect to get a double victory at Le Mans. It was a beautiful bonus for the whole team, the operation. Now everyone has some really good belief and confidence that we can keep this momentum going. The championship now is our focus, both constructors and drivers, and we want to push Audi as hard as possible.
But for the reigning champions at Toyota, their 2015 season has not got off to a good start. They have a lot of work to do if they want to defend that title, although some would say the team are already turning their focus to 2016.
We are prepared to fight, and me particularly, I'm going to enjoy the rest of the season with a number 1 on the car, and to show people, even though we're not in a position to win races, I want to show people why we've got the number 1 on the car.
In GT Pro, all manufacturers Aston Martin, Porsche and Ferrari are in a strong, close battle. However, Ferrari just taking that lead for the moment.
We are leading the championship, but it's really close. We are concerned about the Constructors' Championship, but as for the drivers, we are really interested on the Drivers' Championship as well. We have a tight battle inside our team with 71 cars, so from here on we just want to be fast, reliable and finish our races.
On Wednesday evening, the WEC had a chance for a barbecue reunion organised by Olaf Manthey, just a few metres away from the track at the Porsche Team Manthey headquarters.
It's a Olaf Manthey party. It's really nice because for us, for sure, it's good to restart the championship, but to be there, it means a lot because for Olaf, we are at home and all the workshop is there, and we are really at home and we want to do well here.
And there was huge respect for the boss and party host.
Yeah, especially here, it's like a legend. He won everything here, especially on the Nordschleife. It's like the Meister of the Nordschleife. I have the chance to start my career on the Nordschleife with him, and he teach me a lot. He knows everything about this track. If you want to know something, you just have to ask Olaf, yeah.
Yes, I can go to the Nurburgring just by foot. It's really nearly for us. And also the race cars we must not put in the truck to bring it to the racetrack. We can go with it over the street. Yeah, it's really easy for us.
The WEC is back from our summer break, and I don't know about you, but I can't wait to get racing again. It's our first time here at the Nurburgring, so all the teams are braving the weather to do the track walk. So let's see what they make of it. How are you?
Very nice.
You're not worried about the rain?
No, it's English weather. It's good for you, no? Right?
Yes, I know. I feel like I'm at home. You know the track, I take it? You know it fairly well?
Not very well. I did only a few laps, but did some simulation on it. So yeah, it's good to see in reality and a different condition. And when you walk, you can see things you can't because you go too quick when you are in the car.
To be honest, I love this track. I always have a good result here in the past with the Formula cars. It's my first time in GT cars.
Well, it's a very tight circuit for WEC. You know, this is by far the tightest, similar to Sao Paulo last year. So traffic's going to be a bigger issue here than normal, and also the curbs there. It's very, very bumpy. So in general, it's quite different to anywhere else we're going to go.
The rain's getting harder now, so I'm going to get in the car, so my hair won't get any curlier. Bye.
It's gonna be a very difficult track with all the kinks and long corners. Traffic management is going to be maybe the most difficult of the calendar. So I expect a few contacts and quite a challenging race ahead.
Incredible to be here at Nurburgring, such rich heritage and such a fast circuit with so much demanding different types of corners, slow speed, high speed, heartbreaking, good passing zones, so exciting.
First sector being slow speed, where you need a lot of mechanical grip and having the car to turn very well, and then the later sections, which is much more higher speed and higher direction change, where you need a stable car and a lot of downforce in the car.
It's appropriate that the WEC is here. And you know, driving in this morning and you look at the old garage and you look at the names that have raced here, it's so rich with history, motorsports, all of it. It's great to be here.
Here we are at Nurburgring. This is a really nice track, but I can show you something much nicer. If you want to see my pit box, I can show you around. So let's start from here. Here we have our beautiful Porsche 919 Hybrid, car number 17, with the new aero package. Car looks a little bit different compared to Le Mans. This is the first time you see it. We see here our race engineer, Carl Wilson-Clark. He's doing cockpit training with Mark Webber, one of my teammates. So it's just to get the procedure stuff right. And we do this always one day before the free practice, just to get into the rhythm again. It was a long break for us after Le Mans, but now we get rolling again for the second part of the season. You see all the people working and getting ready for tomorrow practice. The cars are basically ready, but you know, you want to do just some small procedural stuff, which I think is very important because these cars are getting quite complex. And so you need to, you know, do the details just before you go into the free practice tomorrow. But I will show you a bit more. Now we really go behind the scenes. Come on. Here I will show you how many people we have here on the Nurburgring. You know, engineers working here, engine engineers, hybrid engineers, car engineers, they're all behind there working for tomorrow. I mean, these cars are, like I said, 919 hybrid. It's the most complex car probably in the paddock, and so you need to do a lot of fine-tuning, a lot of preparation work. So these guys are working here. Here you can just imagine how many headsets you see here for all the crews, and not even every headset is around here, but you can see and you can imagine how many people work here for this program and how well it is organized with every headset and every name. So here we are in the Porsche hospitality, where we relax and eat with our friends. Yeah, see, I mean, Romain is already choosing the right food. I mean,
that's for
him,
you want to eat, to get some weight, you know. You can see he's quite slim, so.
But you're the same, huh?
Yeah, you're right.
It's the Porsche hospitality, the home base for the whole team for 4 days. Yeah, and if you look at these happy faces all the time you enter, that's it, behind the scenes at Porsche team. I hope you keep your fingers crossed for us. Thank you.
Now it's race day time.
Make the most of it, yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
The fourth round of the 2015 FIA World Endurance Championship is in the Eifel Mountains, Germany. The first time that the big sports cars have been on the Nurburgring since 2009. Great weather and a passionate German and European crowd brings a huge crowd to this legendary venue. Watching on, a very interested spectator, 2015 Le Mans winner for Porsche, Nico Hulkenburg.
I'm keen, you know, to get back in the car and to race and to feel the car. But obviously when I decided to do the project, it was clear that Le Mans is the main thing, and that's the main task and target. Obviously we've done that very successfully, and now it's back to normal, 2 cars only, and the boys are doing their job very well at the moment. I'm sure I'll be back and get my time in the car again in the future, so it's okay.
Sports car fans flocking to the Nurburgring to support drivers, to see racing and to enjoy the technology.
I think it's amazing, nice cars with a hybrid engine. I think it's cool, yes.
I want to see the drivers and the cars. A perfect event.
Porsche, pour moi, ils vont être les vainqueurs encore aujourd'hui.
The best. Nurburgring is the best. I mean, I've been here all morning long, and if you watch the people and talk to people coming up and want to sign autographs, say, oh, you know, Hans is great. We can allow to be into the paddock. We see the drivers, see the cars. I mean, this is racing. That's what fans would like to see.
It's racing, but with a party atmosphere. And even on race day morning, the pit lane is open, the Avner playing the music, and all the fans able to get close to the stars and cars of the FIA World Endurance Championship.
Weather's perfect. We think it will get quite hot for us in the car.
Porsche, Audi, t'as toute la famille des mécanos qui sont là. On a beaucoup de supporters, mais on est aussi pas loin de la Belgique, pas loin de la France, pas loin de la Suisse. On voit énormément de monde, le beau temps, une super ambiance, c'est vraiment génial.
With the FIA WEC, there are no barriers between the teams, the drivers and their adoring fans. And the drivers seem to enjoy it just as much as the next generation of fans. The pit lane, which just a few moments ago was filled with adoring fans, now cleared for its real business as the cars roll out to go to the grid. The heat of the day will soon become the heat of competition. for Germany for round 4 of the FIA World Endurance Championship, a new initiative as each of the 4 pole-sitting teams are taken to the front of the grid and introduced to their fans. Take your seats for the start, ladies and gentlemen. 1 or 2 souvenirs being fired into the crowd. And on the grid, the WEC family is ready to do what they do best. They're friends at the moment, but when the red lights go out, they become competitors and fierce rivals. But for now, they share the passion that is endurance racing. And so to the pole-sitting cars on the grid in GTE AM, a first-time pole for SMP Racing's 72 Ferrari. A little consternation further up the grid at GTE Pro, where Porsche were not on the front row.
We want to do well, and for Porsche it means a lot, Nurburgring, and you can be sure that we will be at not 100 but 200%.
The challenging circuits and the hot weather means that not just speed, but strategy will be essential.
I think we're going to have to pit at least one more time than the Ferraris, but let's see. We depends on how the race gets on and if there comes safety cars, full course yellows or slow zones and all this.
On pole position for GTE Pro, it's the 51 AF Corsa Ferrari. They're world champions and leading this year's World Championship.
Now the question mark for the race is the temperature. We're going to race with the tarmac or the track temperature, which is way higher than before this weekend. It's same for everybody, but that's the biggest question mark.
And so to the prototypes, the thoroughbreds of endurance racing, and on pole position in LMP2, the Oracle Nissan of KCMG, the Hong Kong-based team. At the head of the field, the defending world champions Anthony Davidson, Seb Buemi and Kaz Nakajima for Toyota. Anthony Davidson expecting tough competition today.
It's going to be a pretty hard 6 hours. I think it's probably Petit Le Mans is the only race I've ever done in P1 where it's been this tight with traffic management. So we're going to see clashes today, and we've just got to survive.
On the second row, it's all Audi. Marcel Fessler, Andre Lotterer and Ben Treluet in the 7 car. They know what they have to do for the next 6 hours.
It's a quite tight track with the corners, everything, so I think the traffic can be an issue. Now it's the first time this weekend we have this kind of temperatures, really, really hot. So we couldn't really test it, so we will see what the car behavior is like that, but we have quite a lot of experience to know what we have to do.
Toyota and Audi couldn't match the pace of the 919 hybrids, both Porsches on the front row, pole position for their home race.
It's really good for the whole series, for the WEC, for the manufacturers, and to have this crowd here, and we're all very proud to bring the 919 hybrid here to this track. It has a lot of history with Porsche, this facility, and yeah, we just enjoy being here, and it's a lot of fun.
Recht und Freiheit für das deutsche Vaterland. Danach lasst uns alle streben, brüderlich mit Herz und Hand, Einigkeit und Recht.
The formalities are ended. It's time to clear the grid and let the teams go to work.
Formation laps for the start of the 6 hours of Nurburgring.
It's round 4 of the FIA World Endurance Championship and the last round in Europe before we head off on our travels, and the front row of the grid has been dominated by the home team Porsche. The 919 hybrids have locked out the front row, with Audi taking all of row 2 and Toyota making up row 3. Row 4 is the Privateer Rebellion racing team, and another Porsche factory driver, Nick Tandy, has pole position in LMP2. In GTE Pro, it's the AF Corsa 51 Ferrari leading the championship at the moment on pole position. And in GTE AM, it's a first pole position for SMP Racing. The Russian team had the best time in qualifying. Take a deep breath, everyone. 6 hours of action about to get underway at the Nurburgring as top flight sports car racing returns to this classic venue. The classic 6-hour distance. And we're ready to race for round 4 of the 2015 World Championship. The lights are out and we're racing down towards the tight right-handed first corner, and already Neil Yanni, the Swiss driver, from pole position is trying to streak away the two Audis in 3rd and 4th position, with the Toyotas in line behind. The GT battle, oh my goodness me, as they streak down to the Mercedes-Benz arena for the first time. How did they all manage to get through there without any incident? Porsche, Porsche, Audi, Audi, Toyota, Toyota, they're streaking away. So quick, the hybrid power being used to great effect by the leader Neil Yanni. It's the two AF Corsa Ferraris leading the Porsches at the moment in GTE Pro, and the world champions looking great at the moment as Jimmy Bruni streaks away down to the Dunlop hairpin. In the GTE AM classification, looks like the Dempsey car's coming through nicely. The two Proton competition 77 and 88 Porsches are in with the Aston Martin there. Patrick Long's just past Stefan Mucker. The Pro car not going well there for Stefan. And here's Alex McDowell going past Stefan as well. It's not been a good start. Oh, no team orders there clearly. Loic Duval in traffic now in the number 8 Audi. Look at the traffic jam ahead of him. How's he going to pick a way through that? Well, the headlights might help a little bit from Marcel Fessler behind him. It's just pick a line and hope nobody pulls in front of you at the moment. These guys really earning their money this afternoon. G-Drive down the inside of the Alpine there. The 28 car getting the position just for a moment and managing to hold onto it through the left-hander of the Mercedes-Benz arena. That's the P2 battle. And now Ollie Webb in the 43 Morgan, the Saad Moran car, coming up to the Signatech Alpine. That's the battle for 4th position. They look a bit worried in there. Drama! This is the World Championship leader and last year's World Champion. The AF Corsa 51 car, Jimmy Bruni, who started the car, is touring on the far side of the circuit. Disaster. Oh, and this could be game over for these guys. They're not happy. I'm not sure he can even get it back from there. What a turn up early on. Eduardo Freitas, our race director, has called a full course yellow. No safety car, but all of the vehicles on the circuit will have to slow down to 80 kilometers an hour. Toli Vilander is absolutely distraught, praying they can get that car back. Battle for second position. Timo Bernhard has it at the moment, but the two Audis are hunting him down. Neil Yanni, by the way, is out in the distance. He's made his bid for freedom and cleared off. 17 car then under pressure from Loic de Waal and Marcel Fessler. All good news for Dr. Wolfgang Ulrich.
CCR +1. Yeah, copy that, Timo. We've got a damaged flick, losing air at the front. We need to get you out for strategy. We need to keep you out a bit longer for strategy.
And there's the problem for Timo Bernhard. On the left front, one of the aerodynamic wings has been bent up. They'll have to change the nose piece, and they've done that very quickly indeed. Followed into the pits by the Audi. They'll lose that position, but only 7 seconds to change that nose. Brilliant stuff from Porsche.
Well, yeah, first of all, we had a smooth start. And then afterwards, with the FCY, with the focus yellow, I had one guy in front of me, so I lost a bit of time. But then afterwards, I couldn't keep the speed anymore, and the Audis came from the rear, so it was quite a hot fight to keep them behind me. But actually, we lost the aero part on the front, which we now don't know what happened, if it was due to debris, or if I slightly hit something, but I don't know, I cannot refer. But actually, yeah, we lost a lot of front grip, so I couldn't keep the speed anymore. But now we repaired, and yeah, we get going again.
Coming down towards the first corner, this is the GTE and battle for second, and Pedro Lamy goes down the inside of the Ferrari. Victor Schettard just, a little bit of a touch there. Schettard tried to fight back, but that is now second position for the veteran Pedro Lamy and the Aston Martin. Just behind, the Labour competition Corvette has been over in the States, doing duty for Pratt & Miller. Back here now and going well. Into the pit lane comes the Audi number 8. Loic de Waal. Looks like he is getting another drink of water or some substance. Yes, he is. And a new set of Michelin tyres. He's not getting out of the car. Iron Man stuff. Great stop. There goes his teammate. And here comes the Porsche. It's going to be tight. But it looks as though Mark Webber will go through and take that position. He has done. World champions are in the pit lane for Toyota. It's not quite on the pace. The car is much quicker than it was last year, but their rivals have found a little extra pace. Alex Wirtz about to jump into the number 2 car, the tall Austrian, whilst their teammates are already off and running.
I mean, personally, I think I had a good stint compared to our teammate. That's the only guy we can really compare. And actually, the gap to Audi was not as big in the end. So I don't know. It seems like the other guy is struggling more with a tire deck, and it's also difficult to us. But I don't know. Maybe it helping us a little bit. Yeah.
Battle for second position coming towards us now as Mark Webber is hunting down Marcel Fessler. He goes to driver's right. Surely he can't make it there. He's never going to get it stopped, and he doesn't. Fessler goes straight back through. It's a little ambitious by Mark there, but he's holding on. Oh, he's got a good run here through turn number 2. You can't get through on the inside at 3, though. Oh, you can! Apparently you can if you're Mark Webber. Marvellous stuff from the Porsche, and good driving from Fessler too. New second place. It's Porsche 1-2. And immediately Webber pulls away from the Audi. Not sure if Fessler knew what hit him there. But it's all good news for Porsche with the 18 car in the lead.
Information to the pit wall. The 5-second stop-and-go penalty inflicted on car 18 is due to fuel consumption.
Okay, Mark, we get a stop-and-go penalty, 5 seconds. Stop-and-go penalty, 5 seconds. We're going to do it this laps.
Well, the regulations, remember, run the fuel consumption on a 3-lap average, and also looking on how much each car uses in the hour. It's all about making sure the technology is working well and that we're getting some benefit for our street cars. Porsche haven't got their calculations right, and it looks as though Mark Lead now is going to struggle to hold on to his lead as Mark Webber comes down the outside into the first corner. Now, these are team cars, of course, so play nicely, lads. Webber has got the momentum. Lieb will be very disappointed. It's not his fault. Oh, and he just checks and hip checks Webber off the track there. Well, that will raise some eyebrows back at Stuttgart and in the pit lane here.
We had a small problem on an engine sensor which gave us wrong values, and then we overshoot it once the energy. And that's regulation is very clear. We overshoot it once the energy, and that's the reason for the stop and go.
Well, let's hope that's just a miscalculation from the Porsche team and not a malfunction of one of the fuel sensors. The gasoline cars carry 2, the diesels like this Audi carry 3. And this is the 8 car in the pit lane, already been serviced, down and away. But can't beat the Porsche out of the pit lane and has to watch out for the Toyota coming round as well. Now, in fairness, the Toyota owes us a pit stop. Complete concentration required here in the traffic.
It's going okay. I mean, we had a good first stint. Some of the guys shortcut a little bit their stint, and seems to be good. But at the end, the pit stop will be longer. So we are still fighting really hard. Porsche seems to be competitive, but we are there. So we have to get it. We have to get it on. There is a lot of time to go.
Good stop from the 18 crew, gets that car back down and away. They're happy with that, but I don't think they're going to hold on. No, they haven't. Look, the 17's already gone through. So it's still Porsche 1 and 2, but now the 17 car leads here at the Nurburgring. But at the moment, domination by Porsche, no one else getting close to them. Well, the circuit needs a little clean up, so it's a full course yellow.
Information to the pit lane. Stop and go penalty of 30 seconds to car 18 due to fuel consumption. Excessive fuel consumption.
That's a 30-second penalty for their second offence now. And you've got to begin to think that this is not an error by Porsche. They just don't make mistakes like that. This must be a problem. The Rebellion being pushed back into its pit garage. It's been a terrible race for them as Ed Brown's had a spin. The man at the head of Tequila Patron. This is towards the end of the lap, just beyond the Vidal chicane. And, oh, well, he hasn't made the chicane at all and bailed out early. Just couldn't hold on to it. That's the pit lane that he spun through. LMP2 battle with the KCMG going down the inside, and that's the lead just changing. It's a good run for the Hong Kong-based team. Matt Howson taking over where Nick Tandy left off. And the lovely Ligier Coupe now in second place. And the battling GTE arms are there as well with the Labra competition. Corvette trying to go around the outside of the Abu Dhabi Porsche, and he's well off the track there. 3 abreast for a moment. No, make that 4 abreast, because we've got Andre Lotterer in the Audi coming up behind them. And is that his teammate behind him as well? Yes, it is, on board with Andre. Excuse me, coming through. I'm not sure there's any room, to be honest, Andre. And the 2 Audis now working their way through that traffic. Well, they said it would be an issue getting through the slower cars. It certainly has been through the Dunlop hairpin. Second position on the line here from the teammates. Surely they should be working together to try and chase down the Porsche. GTE Pro second position. James Collado has it. Fred McAveeky wants it. Michael Christensen up the road in the 91 Porsche. These two are having a great battle. That Porsche ahead is one of the AM cars and has to be dealt with very quickly by Collado. He does a great job. What a great season James is having. And Fred McAveeky, well, he's got to be one of the best GT drivers around at the moment. Well, that's a wing from someone's car on the front straight. Full course yellow, of course. Now, who's that from? Oh, here's the answer. Pierre Caffer in the Bicolis. Oh, well, that's DRS, drag reduction system, that he doesn't want to see. And he's done a great job in getting that pulled up before he got involved in the second position battle in the GTE Pros. Now we'll have to have a brave Marshal run out and pick that up. And James Colardo's got damage under the full course yellow. How can that have possibly happened? Fred Makovic in behind there. Was he the culprit? Oh, he seems to have been. Look to the left-hand side. Where's the yellow flags? There, it's waving. Oh, and Makovic's just nailed the back of the Ferrari. You can't do that, Fred. The battle of the pit stops and the crews go to work. Everyone taking advantage of the race being neutralised for a moment. And they're being held. There must be someone in the fast lane. Yes, there was. It's the 71 car. James Colardo now out of that. Well, it seems as though no harm was done then with that little tap. A little bit more than that, Ray. Oh, no, hang on. No, there's definitely some smoke coming from the back of that Ferrari. And the AF Corsa Ferrari's in trouble now. There's rubbing on the left rear Michelin. Patrick Pilet goes through and takes second. Davide Rigon fighting back here, even though that car is clearly slightly damaged. I think it's just bodywork on the tyre, but it will be a little bit of a worry for the AF Corsa team. And Rigon has another look, does he? Down through to turn 3, brilliant stuff!
There was a full course yellow, it came out, I slowed down coming out of the hairpin, and the Porsche just didn't slow down for the full course yellow. It went straight into the back of me, causing some rear damage to the bumper, but not only that, he did it and gained time in the first stint as well, so he needs to learn that full course yellow means slow down. You can't go flat out for 5 seconds and then slow down and hope you get away with the, you know, with the extra advantage.
Half time in the Eiffel then with 3 hours to go and just over 100 laps completed. It's Porsche from the 2 Audis at the front of the field. KCMG still leading in LMP2 ahead of the 2 G-Drive Racing Ligiers. In GTE Pro, it's the 2 Porsches holding sway ahead of that slightly damaged Ferrari of AF Corsa, and Aston Martin Racing have it in GTE arm. The fan zone at the Nurburgring attracting plenty of customers. No rest for the teams though, they'll be battling on this tricky circuit. Audi legends Tom Christensen and Emmanuel Pirot enjoying their retirement. And plenty of things to see from the other manufacturers too, with Ferrari, Porsche and Aston Martin all represented. And here's another Audi legend, the R8. All very smooth for Porsche at the moment, with Timo Bernhard back at the wheel of the 17. Brendan Hartley's just got out. He's down in the pit lane. We'll have a chat with him, with our Louise Beckett.
Yeah, it's going pretty well so far. Timo had a problem with the front bodywork on the first stint, so we made an early pit stop, changed the strategy. Performance is back in the car, the pace has been good. Car 18 up was a bit unlucky with the problems they're having, so that's put us back into the lead, but we've got a pace advantage over Audi at the moment, so we've just got to keep it clean.
A door being ready down in the Dempsey Racing pit for the 77 car. No problem with the door, it's the Perspex window that's come out. The danger there is it could cause an air pressure problem inside the cockpit. Patrick Dempsey looking on, just not too happy. Battle for second position. Audi versus Porsche. Ollie Jarvis versus Neil Yanni. Neil was so quick at the start of the race.
Traffic is just simply unbelievable. Yeah, copy that. Try to get rid of him as soon as possible.
That's an interesting radio transmission there. Try to get rid of him as quickly as possible. I think he knows that. So here's the G-Drive working its way through the GTE battle. And can this be an opportunity for Bertolini to use the aerodynamic advantage of the prototype to get through on Paul Dall'Anna, the Canadian? Yes, he can. Great drive by Bertolini there. Used the faster car and the draft and takes the position. That's a new leader in the GTE AM category. Nice job.
Yeah, it was quite a tight fight. I mean, at the beginning, we didn't have the best cut in the first laps of the race, but after with the race went on, with the tires, the car was okay, with the same speed than the others. And we're missing some speed on the straight comparing to the other drivers, but so far we are fighting for the first position. We will see.
This is the battle for second place now. Ben Treluet in the number 7 Audi is being caught by Neil Yanni. His teammate Luca Di Grassi, the Audi teammate Luca Di Grassi, is not too far back.
Okay, you're closing to Treluet in front. You know what to do.
Okay, Ben, the Porsche behind you is the position. It's the number 18. Remember, you can use no cut. You can use no cut.
Well, I have no idea what that means, but the main thing is that Lena Gade, the engineer, and Ben Treluet, the driver, do. Pierre Fillon and Sir Lindsay Owen-Jones, top man at the FIA Endurance and the ACO, watching on. And this is a nip and tuck battle now, with Treluet trying to hold up Yanni for a moment. Here's the cavalry, if you like. This is Luca Di Grassi, the Brazilian, closing in. Second, third and fourth, all on the start-finish line at the same time. Magnificent stuff as we move into the last hour of this race. Down the inside, here comes the Porsche. Yanni is through. Can he get it stopped? He can't. Treluet will fight back. I don't think he's got the grip, though. He'll never make this work. He's going to have to try and ease round the outside, and you're going to run out of room there, Ben. Oh, there's determination there from the Frenchman, though. He's got it back. I don't believe it. Fantastic stuff. Treluet, absolutely brilliant. And Neil Yanni will have to drop back in, at least for a moment. Well, there's been a lot of cracking overtaking today, but surely this has got to be one of the best. Yanni coming from a long way back and can't get the Porsche stop. Ben Treluet fighting back. He really wasn't ready to give up second position. Had no right at all to be able to compete through that part of the corner, but makes it cleanly. Fabulous fair driving from both of the drivers, and Treluet holds on to second place. Here comes Di Grassi, and he's down the inside straight away, got to the back of Yanni and did not wait a moment down into the hairpin. And now he's into third position, so Audi's now second and third, Porsche's first and fourth. It looks to me as though Di Grassi's got a slightly quicker car than his teammate. And Wolfgang Ullrich loves that. So there's the Toyota. We should see the two Audis over the brow any second now. There's one of the Porsches. And here's the Audis, working their way through traffic. And Ben Treluet still in second position. What a great piece of defending earlier on against Yanni. Now, will he be quite so robust against his teammate? I would have thought so. Di Grassi certainly has the quicker car here, through the Schumacher S, over the brow of the hill, Ferrari traffic, and yeah, there's the move. That's very sensible by Audi. Now Di Grassi can try and chase down the leader. It's a tall order, though. From another angle, we see that Ben Treluet was very happy to let his teammate go. And quite clearly, that was a team order. So after the final round of pit stops and strategy has played out, let's have a look at the classes in LMP2. Nick Tandy back behind the wheel of the KCM G47. Richard Bradley and Matt Howson have done a cracking job in the middle sector, and the Le Mans winner from this year just has to bring it home. Safe pair of hands there. In the battle at the front of the field, second position still up for grabs really, as Audi is chasing down that Porsche ahead of it. Mark Lieb has got Luca Di Grassi. Remember, he was set free by his teammate to chase down this second position Porsche, and he's doing a pretty good job bringing the gap down just a little bit, but now it's starting to go out. In GTE Pro, Richard Leeds behind the wheel of the leading Porsche, the 91 car from Team Manthey, based just 5 kilometres up the road from the Nurburgring. This really is a home race for them. In GTE AM, it's the Ferrari that started on pole position. Hasn't been an easy ride for SMP. But the guys have done a cracking job and their pit stops have been superb. And it could be a maiden victory for them. Mark Webber back behind the wheel of the 17 car. He'll be bringing the leading Porsche home. Now that's a change. The Audis have swapped around. That's sensible for Drivers' Championship positions. Well, De Grassi couldn't chase down the Porsche, so he has given best to his teammate, and here's where it happened. And clearly there, that was a radio message. Good thinking from Audi. Mark Webber in the lead car is still setting a blistering pace. Plenty left in the Porsche and in the driver as we head into the final 5 kilometres of this 6-hour race.
Mark, stay out, this is the final lap. Keep speed on start finish, don't slow down on start finish.
In 2009, Mark Webber, a Formula One driver for Red Bull, took his first victory in that championship here in the Nurburgring. And in 2015, he repeats the feat as a Porsche factory driver in the FIA WEC.
Checkered flag, keep going, clear back out. Good man. Well done, crew.
The Nürburgring, the closest race to Stuttgart and Weissach for Porsche. They win in 2 classes here and add that to their already impressive LMP1 season, having taken Le Mans.
Brendan and Timo drove really well and made it, a nice smooth day for us. It was nice. The 17 car ran smooth all day. 18 a phenomenal comeback to come back with all the penalties they had, which we need to understand. Of course, the team were not deliberately burning fuel. It was just an issue somewhere. So, yeah, very good day. I think to get my first win in Porsche now is really nice, and put a huge amount of effort in the whole team to win on their home track. A lot of history here with Porsche. So, a 1-2 at Nurburgring on 1,000 K is very special.
A win from pole position in LMP2 for KCMG, Matt Howson, Richard Bradley and Nick Tandy. A picture-perfect day in the Eiffel. And in the week where we lost French legend Guy Ligier, to have 2 of his cars on the podium seems fitting too. In GTE AM, a maiden victory for the SMP team. The 72 Ferrari and their team worked hard and extend their championship lead as we leave the Nürburgring. Aston Martin in second and AF Corsa in third. Team Manthey's workshops are so close they could drive the winning GTE Pro car back to their home base. First and second for Olaf Manthey and his crew.
It's so easy to make a mistake here because we only have a gravel bed next to the road, so there is no asphalt or tarmac, where you can easily come back to the track. You will put a lot of dirt and destroy your tire, so it was really difficult for us drivers to not make a mistake, and I'm very happy and very proud to be part of the team.
So 2 Porsches and a Ferrari on the podium, but it's not the 51 car. And for the overall podium of the 6 hours of the Nürburgring, Porsche's first and second, and the number 7 Audi crew have to be content with 3rd. The championship tightened up as we moved to the flyaway races. But on home ground, it's Porsche who have victory over the 4 rings of Audi. Confirmation of the results of the 6 hours of the Nurburgring. Toyota Racing off the pace this weekend, but the Nurburgring 6 hours, their home race, belongs to Porsche. Add that to their Le Mans win and what could be possibly left to achieve this season.
I think the target for the second half of this season is clear. So we are the target of the Manufacturer Championship.
A weekend attendance of 62,000 have been excited and entertained at the Nurburgring. Now the European portion of the championship is over, but the competition continues.
More than a race, a premium motorsport event.
I'm Mark Webber.
High technology race cars. More than 300 kilometers per hour. Battles on track. Drivers as heroes.
The 6 hours of the Circuit of the Americas.
Creating the legend of sports car racing. Ultimate performance. A dedicated fan area for a full and exciting entertainment program. The only limit is the clock. The Lone Star Le Mans.
The spirit of Le Mans comes to America.
The 6 hours of Circuit of the Americas on the 18th and 19th of September. The spirit of Le Mans is coming to Texas.